Hello and welcome. My name is Rashana and this is my monthly energy report for October 2013. I am someone who connects with a tree called Henrietta, and in these reports I ask Henrietta for any information that she wants to share, and then I also call upon the guides for anything that they want to bring through. And so this time it was the Council of Nine, and it was very interesting because both were saying pretty much the same thing for this month of October. And so I'm just going to highlight what each of them brought forward and share that with you now. So Henrietta said that October is going to feel very much the same as September. It's a time of settling in, and many people are finding themselves moving to a new location. And so for some people it can feel a bit unsettling, these times that we're in right now. And I think a lot of people are perhaps feeling a bit of unsettling feelings from the potentials that are there for what's to happen as well in October. They're talking about a lot of changes happening with storms and earth changes and that kind of thing, which I believe that some people may be picking up on as well. So if you're having an unsettled feeling, that could be part of it, is just this sort of clearing energy that's going to be coming forward in October. And when they talk about it being very much as September, September for me felt very much like a month where things weren't really very grounded. Things were being shaken up a bit, and it was a time of deciding how things were going to change, because it seemed that things definitely wanted to change. It feels very much like we're walking out of the old and into the new, and so it's a matter of determining what that new is going to look like, what our lives are going to look like. So I feel like we're in this stage of transition right now before we settle firmly into knowing what the future really is going to be like. Henrietta said that weather patterns are being stirred up, that there are going to be earth changes, but that there's no need to move into a place of fear because we're always where we're supposed to be. So it's not like we need to try to find the right place to be so that we can avoid any earth changes that may happen. You may live one place and decide to go visit someone on the other side of the country, and something can happen there. It's just a matter of trusting and knowing that just like for us to grow as individuals, we need to clear and release belief systems from the past so that we can step into the newness of who we are. And it's the same for Mother Earth. She needs to clear some of the debris and shake up some of the energy so that she can fully utilize all the potential that is there for her now. And so that's what this is about. My feeling was that it's going to be mostly through storms, so not through a lot of traumatic earth changes, but that there may be a lot of storms in the month of October. It is best for all that the earth is able to release and clear and able to shift. So all of this that is happening is really for the benefit of us all. The earth is residing in a higher dimension and needs to be able to slough off the past and what was so that she can fully move into that. And she's taking us with her. So it's really benefit for us all to do this. In our own personal lives, again, we can be conscious of doing our own clearing work and looking at the belief systems that are no longer serving who we are and the potential that we have to grow and become so much more. And so this is Mother Earth doing the same thing. And Henrietta said for us to be patient with the energy in the month of October. So it may feel like nothing's really changing, nothing's really shifting the way we want it to as far as our own personal lives go. It's very much, like I said, the energy of September to me was was like nothing was happening. It was just a place of being open to allowing expansion to happen without really knowing what any of that was. And so October may feel similar to that. So she is saying just to be patient, just do what you can to get through the month, essentially. It's not going to feel like there's any newness in this month. So just to keep ourselves busy with things that we enjoy and try to stay positive through the month so that we're putting good positive energies out into the world and into our own lives. And just a matter of sort of riding the wave and not worrying about getting into anything too much. It's one of those months where you do well just to get through it, and knowing that will help. So having this information ahead of time as you're sort of trudging through the month of October will help, because you just know that you just need to get through the month, and you can do that, and time goes quickly, so that's a good thing. She also said that November, December will feel very different. They will begin to show the energy of 2014, which will feel much clearer for those who have sort of done their work and who are aware of the energies. So it will start to feel like the sun has come out through the dark clouds, in a sense. It will be a year of rebellion, but with those who are rebelling being very clear in what they are accomplishing and their ability to change things through social media and the people coming together. So she's saying that 2014, it's not like the unsettled feeling that we've been going through with people sort of rebelling against government and against corruption is not going to change, but it's going to have a different feeling to it. So it's going to feel like we're successful because we're coming together, even through social media, to stand strong against what we know is not right anymore, and against what we know is not best for all of humanity. So there's going to be a certain clarity in the way people come together in 2014 to make these changes in the earth, that it's definitely time that they happened. It will be a year when the people feel empowered, and through that systems will begin to tumble, but the replacement will be there ready to rise up. So it won't be like something's falling away and then we're just left scrambling and not knowing what's going to happen or what's going to replace it. It's going to be there. The foundation of the new is already there under what's falling away, in a sense. And then when I connected with the Council of Nine, they said very much the same thing, that October is not a time to put weight on the unfolding events as being symbolic of what is to come. So whatever you see happening in October, or however that feels for you, don't sort of carry that as, oh my goodness, this is what the world is going to look like, this is what is unfolding in the future. It's like it's really just this month that it's going to be that way. It is a month of clearing in many ways. For some, the outcome will be extreme. We would say those in the central U.S. would experience more of the extremes. So I have a feeling that maybe storms, or just that population that's going to feel like there's a lot of change happening in their life. And when this happens, even though it can be very challenging if your life begins to change in an extreme way, if it helps to know that when this happens, it's because that's in your highest choice, that this stirring up and this change is important for you to get to the place where you need to be at this time. And so to try to flow with it as much as you possibly can. Please know, beloveds, that all is as it should be. Do not allow fear to dictate your overall viewpoint of life. There are many changes appearing on the earth at this time. It is to allow Mother Earth to move into the vibration of light that is available to her now. She needs to do more releasing and clearing to fully resonate with her potential. And the same is true for us. So they say it's time for us to do our own clearing, to do our housework, so to speak, in preparation for the new year that is coming. So if you're someone who hasn't done that, if you know that you have behavior patterns that aren't serving you, or you need to make changes in your life and you're hesitating to do that, the more you resist doing what your heart knows wants to happen, the harder it's going to get for you, because you're not living what your soul is wanting for you. And so if we don't listen to the gentle nudges, then the frying pan over the head eventually is the way that it comes. So when your heart is yearning for something and you resist it for a variety of reasons, then you're just going to find that your life may get more and more challenging. And so if this happens, know that when you listen to those heart promptings, everything will get easier, even though we think it's going to be harder, because it's asking us to change in a way that feels very dramatic and very challenging. So we think it's going to be hard, but the truth is that once we accept it and we decide to make the changes that we feel in our heart, it truthfully is so much easier on the other side. It's really our resistance is what makes it challenging. So even if you think about allowing yourself to do it without actually determining that you are going to do it, just allow yourself to think that that thing that you feel that you know wants to happen, that you will allow it to happen, you can feel lighter right away, and that can be a sign for you about how important it is for you to do it and how it will feel better on the other side of it. The more you clear up now, the more gifts the new year will have for you. In summary, do not pay a lot of attention to external events in October. It's best to retreat from the world in a sense and just do what you can to make your own life harmonious. By putting your own good vibrations out into the world, you are supporting yourself and all of humanity the best that you can. So the general message is to stay positive as much as you can and just put that good energy out into the earth. So that is my energy report for October. So just hang in there and be patient. 2014 is a new year, and it sounds like November is going to help us start to feel that newness. So I believe from September, if October is the same kind of energy, it's about really determining where we want our lives to be, what we're choosing to create for ourselves, and be in a place of peace around that, and just allow it to show itself to you. So not so much pushing forward and trying to break new ground, but being in a place of thinking about what brings you most joy, what is the greatest ease and grace for you, because I believe that's the way our lives are to flow when we're living and allowing that. So think of that, and then just allow it to come to you, allow it to reveal itself to you, and be willing to accept what you see with the answers instead of it being what you have always thought it should be. It's very much a time of allowing life to flow and seeing what's already there, because everything that we've ever dreamed of is really already there. And if we can find a place of residing in anticipation without attachment, so putting out there what we would choose to have in our lives, having anticipation for that coming, but no attachment to what it's going to look like, how it's going to come, when it comes, just to then be excited to see what shows up every day. Every day is a new beginning, and every day can bring new experiences in if we are open to allowing the new to make its way, because we're not pushing so hard with our own determination of what it should be. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. There are many things for you to explore on my website. The links are below. I am a channel, as you know from these messages, and I've written several channeled books. And there's one that's available for free on my website. It's called Healing with Love, Messages for the New Earth. And I collected questions from other people so that there would be a lot of diversity, and channeled the answers. And there are some beautiful messages there that help you through life, give you guidance in finding your own true purpose, supporting each other through many challenges of life, and interesting viewpoints of disasters that happen on the earth. So I invite you to check that out and explore what's available to you. I also support people with the freedom release technique to help you discover what the limiting beliefs are in your life and to clear them out from the very source of where those beliefs started, so that you're then walking into the world with fuller potential of what you've come to do. As soon as we let go of those limiting subconscious beliefs, we truly then can step into our full potential and live the life that we've dreamed of. And until we work through those, they're under the surface, sabotaging what we hope to accomplish because these beliefs are holding us back. So I would invite you to also check out the freedom release technique if that sounds like something you'd be interested in. So thank you so much, and thanks as always to the guides for bringing through these messages for you. I hope you can find some pleasure in the month of October.